Alright guys, this is my Q&A. So I kind of should have waited more days, but look, I don't feel like waiting. So I kind of waited. My next Q&A, I'd probably do it better. I kind of add that Q&A with my thank you video. Maybe I should have done that, but it doesn't matter. I got what, about 6 questions, so I'll answer these 6 questions. And this video won't be a little bit long anyway, so I'll say, you know what, whatever. Probably when you guys, it's gonna be, watch this though. Once I put the title Q&A answers, whatever, I bet I get a bunch of questions later on, and I'll probably have to do another video. God, I know it's going to happen. But anywho, let's start. I guess we'll start with Phineas Pines, YouTuber. He asked me what are my thoughts on Disney XD summer rebrand. I think it's doing pretty well. Disney XD is doing fantastic. I think I stated before. I say it again. Variety is the key, and they got a lot of that right now going on that network. They're doing fantastic. I'm loving what they're doing. Gravity Falls is one of my favorite shows, airing animated right now. Star versus the Universe. I knew it was going to be good. I didn't know how great it was going to be, but I knew it was going to be good, and it's really one of my favorite shows to review with Gravity Falls. I mean, just they're killing it right now with those two shows. Then they have more shows in the pipeline, more fucking anime shows in the pipeline, more than Cartoon Network. Something's wrong here, but that's my opinion. But they're doing a fantastic job. Other than that, I mean, I haven't really seen it as a late, but I've been hearing good things about it. It feels like an old Cartoon Network type of thing they used to do during the summer. Cartoon Network's doing some thing with their summer, but it looks shitty as fuck. Sorry. That's just my opinion. But Disney XD is doing a fantastic job. They got more animated shows than live action. Yeah, they're killing it. So let's move on to your second question. I have not. You asked me, have I seen Pen Zero Part Time Hero? I have not sat down and seen it. A lot of people have told me to go sit down and see it. I will see it and I will do a review on it one day. I'll probably do it later this week for you guys. I'm not too sure. And then this video is gonna go up on Thursday anyway. I'm just gonna upload it and it's gonna be up on Thursday. But I have not seen it, guys. So yeah. Can't really help you on that one, but I will do a review on it. I heard some mixed things about it though. So the second question was from is J Tunes is J Tunes. He asked me what is my what are my favorite top favorite cartoons. This was hard. This was fucking real hard. This is probably a hard question for me to do. It's kind of hard to narrow it down to 5, but I tried. We'll start with number 5, Avatar: The Last Airbender. What else can I say about that series? That series is one of Nickelodeon's best. I'll say it again, best series. And to me, it's just they fucked it up with the movie, the live action movie. How you fuck your own property up? I just don't get it. But other than that, I mean, what else can I say? The characters, the story arcs, the development, the payoff. I think that show is the definition how you should end a series. Animation, TV, what have you, live action movie. That's how you end a series on a good note. And the writing was fantastic. We all know how Avatar has so much love. It's sad to see how it kind of ended with Legend of Korra. I mean, not in the bad way, just how it ended as a whole, because they said they're not going to do the universe no more. And to be quite honest with you, they just need to take a step back anyway. Legend of Korra was good, but they had some problems. That first 2 seasons, let's be honest, weren't that good. But yeah, number 4, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I love this show for many reasons. Reason number 1, the show knew what it was, but it did not try. The creator of the show, he knew what it was, and God. The stuff they say in here, because as a kid, it flies across your head. But when you're older and you go back and watch it, say, holy shit, they were making references to this and that. There was one episode they had Yogi Bear, and he was his eyes all red. He wanted he wanted the picnic basket. You know how Yogi Bear always wanted the picnic basket in the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons. So in Grim Adventures of Bill and Mandy, he's like a drug addict wanted boo boo. Where's the picnic basket? Boo boo. Where they at? Where they at? Where they and his eyes was all red and stuff. See, as a kid, it flew across my head. But when I older, I watched, I was like, okay, that's funny. There was one episode too where Grimm was about to curse. He said, was it? I don't know, was it to Erwin or Mandy? Erwin said something to him, and Grimm said, "Don't make me go medieval on you," and they cut him off right there. I was like, yes, yes. I love cartoons and I love creators when they do shit like that because that's just fun. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, I can't even talk right now, was so fun. It knew what it was. It didn't hold back either. They passed the fourth wall. They like went into your face and like I just love that show. I love how self-aware it was, and I love just pretty much the world they were building. Billy, Billy's the definition of a fucking idiot. I swear for God, in a good way. He was funny in a good way. I just love that show. It just and we were going to get a spinoff called Underfist, but guess what? Stuart Snyder with his stupid ass said no to it. Yeah, I bet he looked back on it. Maybe I should have renewed that show instead of renewing fucking Goosebumps. Fucking ass. Anywho, let's move on. Number 3, Samurai Jack, an anime series that I thought was gonna be shit, and it proved me wrong. I love this show with a passion. It's one of my favorite shows of all time as well too. It's just I loved it. I could go back and watch it. It's still, it's not, even though it was a cartoon, it just, the story, the journey of Jack trying to get back home was interesting enough for me. It's kind of sad though. He's all in this world by himself, just walking around. He made a couple friends, but every episode he's pretty much by himself trying to get back home. And you know, the origin stories of Aku is one of the best stories I've seen for animation to date. Like it won an Emmy too, rightfully so. It was that fucking good. I wish they made a movie. I wish the guy Mako, not from Legend of Korra, he's a voice actor, Mako. I wish he didn't die because they actually could have finished Samurai Jack the movie. But then again, you know how Guinea is. Guinea's doing other stuff right now, so pretty much he may not be able to. But moving past that, let's get to number 2, Batman the Animated Series, a series that revolutionized a young audience. I kid you not. There's not a day go by, or not a day go by, if you don't name your childhood. If you were born in the 90s and you do not name this show part of your childhood, you had a sucky childhood. I'm sorry. This show in the 90s is a dear joy. When people say, "Oh, Batman the Animated Series sucks," what the fuck? The people like jump up and ready to fight because that show is so dear to so many people's heart. It's to mine. I'll say it before in my DC and what I prefer DC over. This is the show that made me get into comics, and this is the show that made me get into DC. Without Batman the Animated Series, I would not be in the comics. I swear to God. X-Men and Spider-Man, they made me like their characters, but it didn't make me explore more into that world. Where Batman made me just say, "Fuck, I want to know more about these characters. I want to know more. Are there others like them?" And then that's how I got into DC. I started knowing about Superman, Wonder Woman, Martian Manhunter. Then we got into Justice League Animated Series. I was like, glorious, you know. So yeah, it's just, what can you say about Batman the Animated Series? And it's not just revolutionized a young generation, but it also revolutionized the way animation is told, storytelling, and how it is. Gargoyles, some animes like Big O took influence from Batman the Animated Series. Young Justice took some influence from there. I mean, you know, it's just how great that show really opened the doors for a lot of people. Now, number 1 is a Nickelodeon show, and it's Hey Arnold. Yes, Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold is probably one of my favorite Nickelodeon shows and one of my favorite shows of all time. Reason being is not story arcs, but character development. I'll say this before. Every character from Eugene to Harold to Mrs. Batowski to the guy who owned a deli shop, to Arnold's grandfather, to Helga's dad, to her sister, that everybody in that show got a development. I have not seen a animation show, to this day, have more characters that have more development than anything. I cared about majority of every one of those damn characters. Stinky, Rhonda, just, I can name few, but all those characters, every one of those characters had at least an episode dedicated to them that made me actually care more about their character. I've never seen that in any animation before. No animation, no anime. I've never seen that. Every character, not just one. All of them almost had an episode dedicated to them. I've never seen that. I was like, wow. And it made me care about the show. Like when the show ended, I was sad because I grew up with these goddamn characters. And then when Cartoon Network's like, excuse me, not Nickelodeon's like, well, we gave you a movie, y'all didn't go see it, so we're going to cancel it, and there's no need for it. I'm like, oh, fuck you. Wow. But also the creator, he's also doing, I think Skyrat is another TV, it's a Nickelodeon new anime series that's coming out soon. So it may be we're getting a Hey Arnold movie down the road. Finger crossed, ladies and gentlemen. I hope so. God knows I want another one. Other than that, that's about it for you guys. That's pretty much it. That's my top favorite cartoons of all time for me. Usually the list does change, but it doesn't change for the top 5. But mostly the lower card, it does change a lot. Like to the point, I always like to keep these in the top 5 because these were so dear to me as a kid. So I mean, yeah, pretty much. So, all right, guys. So number 2, you have another question. What's my favorite superhero show? I don't know if you talk about live action shows, so I stay live action right now. If you talk about animated shows, I don't watch no superhero animated show until Marvel get their shit together. No disrespect, but if you talk about live action, it had to be The Flash. That finale was just magical, just great. You know, if you can make me cry, you earn an award best superhero show. I'm sorry, as much as Daredevil, as good as Daredevil was, I love it. But if you can't make me cry, that episode made a tear come out of my eye a little bit. That finale, boy, got me teared up. Just say. Now, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm going to pronounce the last 4. TWO96. Yeah, I've seen you around my channel a lot too, dude. So, you asked me, let me see. You asked me what's my favorite Cartoon Network era from best to worst. Pretty much, I don't have a favorite era, but I did your list. We always say the Powerhouse era. That shit was loaded. I actually look back on it. Look back on some of their scheduling. They were loaded. They had a lot of shit in the Powerhouse era with Toonami and their current block. They were killing it right now. I'm surprised they didn't try to keep that around. The Checkerboard era, the City era, the Yes era, the Fall era, the New era, the Checkered era. Now, I'll say the Powerhouse era, the Checkerboard era, the City era, and then maybe the Yes era, and somewhat the Fall era. I stay consistent of watching Cartoon Network on a day-to-day basis. But after those other era, after the New era and the Checkered era, I don't watch Cartoon Network on a consistent basis no more. So I really don't. And if you ask me if I have a favorite TV shows out those era, that's another video for another day. Pretty much. Other than that, now you also asked me, do I have a favorite Kids WB show and a WB Network live action show? The live action show will be Angel. If you remember that, it's a spinoff of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That was my favorite one. I was gonna put Smallville, but then I remember the last 3-4 seasons were shit. So no. Angel though, there's not a bad season I like about it. I love the story of it. I thought it was a pretty good show. Now for the Kids WB era, man, you had me at the crossroad with this one. This was hard. It was really hard. And it's not because they had many shows. Because I looked on the list they did it. It's just there was a lot of good shows that they did have. So it was between Batman Beyond, Shaolin Showdown, and Static Shock. Those are my favorite shows on the era. I mean, for Kids WB. If I had to choose one, oh man, I like Shaolin Showdown, and it was good. I like Batman Beyond. That was some good shit too. Oh man, I go with Static Shock. Virgil Hawkins. I just love the show. I love waking up in the morning with that intro. Pretty much. I don't know about the Little Romeo. Static Shock. That one was okay. But you know, I have to go with Static Shock. Yeah, because I have a far more memory of Static more so than Shaolin Showdown, definitely. And Shaolin Showdown kind of came in at its later years of Kids WB. I wouldn't say the death years. That was 05 and 6, 07, but it was getting there. It was getting there. But it wasn't one of my favorite shows today. Like if somebody asked me, "Hey, you gotta watch Shaolin Showdown all over again," or Static Shock, I'll probably watch Static Shock. Just I have a better memory of it. You know, that's just me. But other than that, guys, to kind of answer your questions, hopefully I answered them all to its fullest. We'll do this again. Hopefully by next time I have more questions to answer because this was not that many. That's kind of why I made the video a little bit longer because I rambled on a little bit. The next time we get more questions, ladies and gentlemen, we ain't gonna ramble on like this, but you know, I'm gonna try to make it condensed. But yeah, this was a good little thing I did. I just want to experiment and try it out because I've never done it on the channel before. I think this was good. But yeah, guys, so pretty much, I hope I answered your questions to the fullest. As always, like and subscribe. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you didn't like this video, sorry I didn't answer your damn question. Maybe you should have commented. Peace.